Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 6th of October 1976, which is about 3 months on from the end of the last video. And the reason we've 3 months on is that this sewage processing experiment that I set up has connected up, and it's not exactly working, because if you watch this quick enough, if I speed the game up, you'll see that this is slowly gaining. And if I show the underground connections, this connection here is drawing water from up here. If I show you here, it's not actually drawing water from here, it's drawing water from here. And we've got this connection here, but it's not actually drawing because the water is being drawn from this point here. So conclusion, it's not really working. And I think when I bring on the clothing side of it, it's just not going to work at all. It's kind of moving up and moving down. And I think for this to really work, it has to be part of a closed system. And just to show you that, we come over to here and I show you this one. What you'll see is this one is a completely closed system. It's supplying the water and it's processing the wastewater. And what you'll see is that this was kind of sticks in one place all the time, and it just kind of stays around 1177. The reason it's at 1177 is the fact that the game got away from me a little bit. So I think to use this, you've got to use a closed system. But what we've got over here is a partially closed system, which is kind of working, but it's not going to solve the problem of when the clothing industry comes on a line down here, you see, because it's kind of still fluctuating around this area. But as I say, when the clothing industry comes on and sends lots of water down here, this is not going to cope, because again, just to give you the comparison, whoops, you see that this is processing 75 cubic meters of water. And what you'll see is we've got 90 cubic meters there, 88 cubic meters of water there. I think I have switched the water tower off, just to, yeah, see the water tower is disabled. So this is working, but it can't take, if I start dumping extra water in here, you can see that there's a quality at the moment. So what I'm going to have to do is come in here. One thing I said I didn't want to do, which is we're going to have to get rid of this pipe here, like that. And what we're going to have to do is run this down all the way down to the bottom. Actually, I think we're going to trim that back a bit further, which is a bit unfortunate because I didn't really want to build a sewage pipe all the way. Okay, it says the pipes above terrain. Okay, maybe we need to well, the problem at the moment is that the pipe work is where am I? Oh, I've gone the wrong way. Cancel. We're aiming for over there, aren't we? Yeah, I confused myself there, guys. So what we're looking for is something about there. Up there. Right, we've got the line there, which will go to there. So we've now got a cohesive drain all the way down to there. I'm just going to accept that. It's going to cost a lot to build, but plus we're going to have to build it in sections, I think. Yeah, it's going to have to be built in 3 sections. Okay. You. Hopefully it will all connect up. We will bring in the I don't think these guys got a lot of concrete, so we will bring in our heady crews to assist. Otherwise, if we got to bring 138 tons of concrete halfway from the other place, so we're just going to get that built. Get that there, and just get back to up here. You can see it's stable at the moment because it's supplying the water. It's coming to there. It's good. Anyway, so let's just get up to here just to show you the progress I'm making with the clothing industry. We haven't quite finished this yet. Obviously electro components are a bit of a problem. We've built one farm here. We haven't got power. Well, we have got power now because we built this to here, but we're going to need to put power into here to ensure all this works. So the next thing we're going to need to do is put in a substation. We're going to have to put one there, which is because we need to ensure that we got power to there. So put you there, although we might have a problem with the road. That's okay, that's not going to work. Actually, I've got a possible solution to this. Go into here, mods, power substations. What I'm looking for is, yeah, we should have a mod in here somewhere. Actually has a footpath connection rather than a normal road connection. Yeah, we got one here that's a footpath. Just make sure it's got the necessary connection. Get you there. And we're footpath there. And of course we're use the full, oops. And we're run, we can't run there because there's a cableway in the way. So we'll have to run there. And what I would like to do is double down with the power just to make sure I mean the coverage is there, but I think what we'll also do is put another road one just there, just to ensure that we've got really good coverage up here. That will come there. The helicopter crews coming in. Just as usual, just sign these. Oh, because this road's not finished and I've just broken it. Oh well, that's the way it goes. So we've now got this set up here. Now, one thing I would like to do is I don't feel I've really got enough trams on this route. So what I'd like to do is see where that fire is. I've got 58 pages of notices. That should be okay. It's only the hotel that's on fire. Clear that, all those messages away. Right, let's just get back to over here. And we're get the tram shed. Not the tram shed. We've got the two routes here. How many vehicles? This has got 3 trams on it, this one. At the moment we got 3 trams around each, but we got quite a lot of people here, so I think we can afford to put 2 more trams on. So what I'm going to do is just get down over to the border. You are delivering bulk trucks. Okay, cancel you. We're going to buy a couple of trams. Speed. Right, we've got one that's slightly faster, but there's no point having a slightly faster tram on a route that's already got these. So and these have got 92 capacity, 150. I think we'll get 2 of those. And then we're going to have to... Obviously, he's decided he needs fuel, so we're going to just have to wait for him to fill up and do his thing. What I should have done is modified the route. Well, that's going on. You see, we got a happiness of 87. Our loyalty is 65. It's pretty good. Got that route there. And what we got to do now is come over to here. Find the tram station. Load the truck. Come back over to here. Pick up the customs post. Pick up the truck. Go back over to here at the tram station. And unload the truck. And then we're... No, oops, nope, done it again. And we're going to come to here. And what he will do is transport 2 trams. So that is there. Everything else around here is pretty stable. I'm just going to go and take one more quick look at how well that sewage is building up. Yeah, it's there. It's working. I mean, if I we got that line there. If I probably look at this line, see, that one's not picking up anything at the moment because we got this one here, but we could put one of these onto this line here. At the moment we got a duplication. We probably could. We got that covers that area there. I think what I will do is come here, kind of trim out that line there. That also give me an extra connection. We'll just put you there. That connected. Make sure. Yep. Put you there. Put you there. What that will do is pick up from this top part as if I build this out, and it won't add that much more demand to there. So that's that done. And we're going to go up north, and just to show you here, we are getting very close to getting ready to go. But of course, to get our heating working, we're actually going to need trolley buses. Don't have food in here, but I've got food delivered to here. We've got power in most of these buildings. We got the water set up with the coal and the associated disposal units there. As far as I know, the underground connections are done. Oops. I have to keep pressing the wrong buttons. Just been playing Transport Fever 2. This isn't quite ready yet, but that's not a problem. We can come back to the polytunnel later on and get that done. What we need to do now is actually we need some fire engines out here. So I'm going to take a chance. If it burns down, we'll be in trouble. I'm going to get buy 2 of those. Of course, we're going to need some secret police vehicles. No, police vehicles. What should we go for? I mean, the speed 1, 2, get 3 of those. The gas station finished. We need to get fuel in the gas station. You can see I've already set the government loyalty. And I get 2, 3 of those. So the next thing we're going to need is to come down this way. Just to show you here, the steel mill is actually finished. The only problem is that we need to get this up and running. So hopefully when the spring comes, we'll be set and ready to go. Don't want any workers just in here at the moment. Set you back to like that. We just want the workers into the brick factory. In fact, I don't think there's any route set up here actually at the moment, so worry about that. Come back to here. This area has come together. We've got more residents in here, so the unemployment is, I think, is quite high. Let's check that. Well, it's not that bad. I think we got this bit of road up here. It could deliver to the food shop. I think what we'll do is just to key game in your own time. No, it's not work. Try again. I did put a road in here. Put that road connection there because I want to finish asphalting out here. There's a tiny little footpath there, which will make that a little bit difficult. I think what we'll do is we'll just snick out that path there and put you back there. And then what that means is this little, I have to put a waypoint in. Get rid of that. These little bits of road can be a real pain in the neck. Where it tells me that it's not enough landing space. Oh, okay. Just build that out. I just want to get these 2 asphalt roads in. We might asphalt that eventually as well. So there's a loop that will allow the utility vehicles to move around. Anyway, guys, let's just get down to here. Now, if you're wondering who's supplying the food and that to the top, it's this one here. You can see we've actually got the new trucks. So what we're going to need to think about going forward is a bit of upgrading as well. But first things first, we need some trolley buses. I'm going to need about 4 of them. But the first thing I'm going to need to do is look at this trolley bus. Right, we've only got 2. One's 65. One's 85 passengers. No, 65 passengers. One's 84 passengers. That's 60. That's 75. I think we'll go with the bigger one. But of course, the big $6 million question now is: can we? We got anything that can carry it? Right, we got a T813 flatbed. That's 92 kilometers an hour. We've got which is 95 kilometers an hour, and we got this one here, which is 62. We got a choice of, wow, that's expensive. So we might have to get the KMZ 5410. So we'll have to get one of those. Buy it over here. Is it? what we we got some Skodas here. Suppose I could use these up. You up truck there. I suppose truthfully the speed isn't that relevant because this is just a one round trip type journey. Where's the unload? Back to there. This is where a copy and paste tool would be quite nice. Back to, yeah. Back to the border. Actually, we'll do two. We got two of them, so what we'll do is we'll just get two of them doing round trips. Okay. I want to make sure this is the ZU682. 2, 3. We should have 4 in here. Yep. And there he is, just to show you. Yeah. Got the trolley bus on the back of it. What we'll do now is you can go there. Just to repeat the process for. So we got 2 trucks doing the deliveries. Yeah. There. Put you to here. Unload. Back to. And back to the depot. And release you as well. So things are going reasonably well. As I say, I don't want to populate the village up here until the spring, but we are kind of ready. We've got about 1,000 over 21s to put in here, although we'll mix it up with other people as well. We've got a small working community here, and we got this being built. So hopefully, as I say, in the next part when we're playing in the spring, we'll be able to get this up operational and up and running. Just going to come all the way back to here. So the next thing we're going to need to do is we need some cable cars. She says it's got no power supply. Oh, it says second station without power. Yeah, we know that because we haven't built it yet, game. Right, problem solved. That's something else I need, but we need to... That's still being built. This out here, get this built to here. Get that finished. Of course, this is going to take a little while to build as well. So just to show you the food situation, of course we're in November, so all these crop area generatings are now shut down. If I show you here, I mean, we've still got 4,000 in there. Got plenty of food in here, and when you bear in mind that we're actually now sending food to Ironton, Whoops. Keep on doing that today. I don't know why. We come to Ironton here. Here we got crops in here. That we got plenty of crops in here. We've got fabric, and we are actually churning out some food. Actually, I'm kind of wanting to just decrease that a little bit, I think, now, so that we can get more clothes into here, so that we can actually get, so the production isn't delayed. So that's good. Snow's coming. And the next thing we're going to need to do is we need some big cable cars. There's my truck back here. He's back. So, okay, first things first, we're set up the tram route up so I forget all about it. Over to here again. We should now have trams in. Where are you? And what I'm going to need is the other route if I can find it. And you've got the 4. Okay. This the one. This is the one with the 3 on it. You close that and that. Here. What that should do is increase the frequency around this area and get things going. I do have set a bus route up here to take workers up to here, because I had quite a lot of quite bad unemployment here, which we're going to have now because the winter's here. But what we are getting is nearly the maximum workforce into here and here. So there's probably an argument to bring this online, but I'd rather get this finished first. So we now need cable cars. How long's the route? Not that long. So how many cable car trucks or cable cabins did I have in this route? How many have we got? Got 15 on here, says maximum 51. So what we're going to have to do now is come in here, and what we now need is passenger cabins. This is 10, this is 12, and we got heavy passenger cabins. So what I'm going to do is we're going to buy, start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start with 8. Probably a little bit over the top, but that's the way it goes. This time I'm not going to go backwards and forwards. We're going to come in here, we're going to pick up that. We're going to come up to here. There's the cable car thing. Everything's covered in snow. And because we've got a nice bright yellow transporter here, just let that guy go backwards and forwards. And then once all 8 are up here, intercept him and see how things go. Let's have a look at our pipeline here. Now I do have a plan. If this system starts to overload, you can see it's actually dropping a bit, probably because the water's been stolen. But what I can do is just switch that back on, and what that will do is start pushing this back up again. See, this is where it not being in balance means I've got to keep an eye on it, which is a bit of a pain in the neck. We'll just leave that to let that run for a little while and see. But as I said, I do have a plan, because I was thinking about if I've got to use the dirty water from here, if this is filling up. So I kind of half thought, and I'll be very interested in your opinion, guys, is actually there's a pipe under here, by the way, just in case you wonder why But what I'm thinking I could do is we could put another chemical plant here, because I could connect it up. I can put it, say, about there. I'd have to just remove the pipe anyway, because we're never going to export the oil. So, I mean, I know I built this pipe, but that was in the days when I thought I mean, in fact, we're probably going to have the converse. We're actually probably going to import oil into this area eventually, once I've got the top sorted out. But what we'll have is, we get, yeah, I could put the chemical industry here. It's got connected there. We got the platform there. So, say for argument's sake, I could do that. Put it there. So I'll put it in. We don't have to build it. Well, we'll just let the road crews build the road connection. And then what I can do then is we can put a direct. Oops, no, got to go underground. Cancel. So we could do something like that. The only possible problem here is actually getting the other supplies in. I mean, the gravel won't be a problem because it uses relatively small amounts, and it's got an internal store of 10 tons of gravel. So we can deliver the gravel, we deliver the oil, the crops we can deliver to a warehouse. The real problem is the wood. So for safe argument's sake, we can find a small storage warehouse. Let me just think. I wasn't really meaning to do this, but then I've started, I've finished. We've got a village storehouse here. This can hold 24 tons of crops, maybe something. We got a raw brick warehouse here, which we could kind of put about there. Which we could fit. This is the. That's no good. That's no good at all. Sorry. Okay. And of course, I have to get rid of that pipeline connection. Maybe this is a sign for me not to do it. And I'm just going to put it back in position just to show you. I need it. We need to flip it that way. And then turn it that way. Yeah, I mean, that makes it a little bit more sensical. Sensical is such a word. We can do that there. Don't need to go underground now for the pipe connection. And just that there. And then if I go to storage, I can hook that. How big is this storage? 72 tons of crops here, chemicals. But you just pull you out a little bit like that. Oops, no. We can put a cargo station out like that. So we can deliver the gravel directly like that, and then what we could do, I mean, we don't need much in the way of trees. Where we're going to get the trees from is another matter, but I could use this small open store here like that, and then we could hook the road round, say, to like that. That means we can deliver the trees. Is to say, the only thing we can't deliver directly is the store is the gravel, but This only needs, what's it? Come back to here. I mean, its gravel consumption is 0.73 tons of gravel. So the fact we got a cargo exit here for the chemicals coming out and the crops going in, we can deliver the gravel directly into this here. And then, of course, what it means is that I can then connect this sewage pipe up to there, or have freshwater pipe, sorry. This one here. The only problem is we'd have to dispose of the sewage from here to here, take it away. So we'd have to do something just. We'd have to. I mean, what's the output of a chemical factory? Think again. 10 cubic meters of water. So we don't need a big pipe. In fact, we could probably get away with a small pipe here. It's above ground. We can connect him up to there like that. Now, in theory, the chemical plant should work anyway like that, because it should draw the water, because we've got freshwater supply in this area from the original camp, which is here. Not sure if that would be in range, but what we could do is just bring a water pipe down from here. Well, it's like a spaghetti junction underground now, isn't it? Here, all the different cables, because the actual water here is requirement is 67%. This is outputting water at 74%. So that's just an option, guys. Whether I get around to building it is another matter. Let me just see. I don't think we've got anything delivered just yet, because it's snowy. We need to get this built. What we're going to do now is scoot back up to the top. And if we've actually got our trams, we've got our tram route delivered, so make sure this is working. Unload. Turn on the line spacing. Get the tram bedded in. I mean, we could put a few pioneers in, just as an example. Question. See, the problem's going to be is the heating. So maybe not. Because we got the heating plant here, but we actually need people. One reported crime. How can you have a reported crime when there's nobody actually there? Just see, make sure this is finished. Yep. Don't want any workers in there. We'll start with 15 workers in here, and we'll reduce this down to about 40 to begin with, because we're gonna have to spread the workers around a little bit. What's stop production? Oh, oh wow, okay. Okay, we may have a problem here. Was it temporary or? Yes. This line has never been 100% stable. It's kind of fluctuates, especially in the winter when I actually really need it. I mean, we got loads of workers there. It's just that for some reason the line just fluctuates a little bit from time to time, which then causes a bit of a heating problem. See, that's back to 100%. And then of course it's going to take a little while for these guys to get their heating back up again. So we're now in September, or December, sorry, 7th of December. We've got things going there just to show the economy. Oops, nope, back again. So, and just to show the economy, that last month, we're making about just over $1 million a month at the moment, mainly because the amount of construction has kind of ramped down a bit, because of the thing we're running out of jobs, which is a good thing. So I think at the moment we're just going to need to play on. I think I started. No, I think it's time to get start building the prison. I think that can get built in slow time. Actually, my construction crew up here, what are you doing? Let's pick you up, get you at long range. I think we'll put you on there. I think you probably need to give an assist on that. And that. This is built. This is built. We just need to get that finished by building this bit out through here. Yeah, I think we're doing the guys. That bit of road actually finished. Like it. Interesting that we've got the cable cars running backwards and forwards, but there's actually, yeah, change that. So it's telling us we've got no power up here, but the cable cars are working quite happily. But we need to get all this built in as well. Just notice we don't have a road connection to the site. It's not going to work. Yeah, I might mess this up. We'll just go that way. These are just really here for the. These roads are really here just for the fire trucks. So, got that there. And I think I'm running out of time on this video. So what I'm going to do is just going to go up and just talk a little bit about the what. Now we've got everything going. Once the village up in the north is settled, I just want to talk a little bit about where we're going to be going next. The next thing is going to be to get this area built so that we're going to get some fuel. We're going to get this built. We're going to need to get our pylons back across the water here. This area here is looking good, although I don't think we've completed the pipelines here. They're low priority. This is now ready to go. Everything here is looking good. Helicopters are here picking up lots and lots of gravel and getting their stuff, everything together. I could probably do with pushing this on forward a little bit as well, so because that's a technical office here. I know the road's cleared, but it's not completely cleared. So what I'd like is extra support here because we've got lots and lots of highways to keep clean. And I think just to finish off, just take one more look up north. And as I say, we should be able to get this going. Any more? And we've got a couple more of these delivered. I think that's might be all of them actually. So that's set up. And that will have the trolley buses running backwards and forwards on their own little route here, ensuring that we should get a reasonable supply of workers here. What we'll probably have to do is we got some accommodation here. What we might have to do is put workers in here and force them onto here so that they will go down and drive the heating plant, and then hopefully they will also start working in the mine and getting that, and that will supply the iron to here. And then what we can do is start to get some workers into here. Let me just see. This got any? Doesn't have any associated bus routes. So these people, right, at the moment these guys are walking from over there. So what we can do is set a bus route to here, and then say actually go in that electricity problem. Where's that? Yeah, I think it was the end of the last video. I was looking at my slightly overloaded power station here. Well, it is working. It's probably just... yeah, it's starting to get a little bit incandescent. I'm actually just have a quick look out of curiosity. If I got any high tension power cable connections, we've got one here. We could put a small power station here and try and put some more extra power into this area. I mean, that might be an option. Anyway, guys, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. So what I'll do is I'll play through until the winter starts to disappear. And then what we'll be doing in the next part is populating another northern village, getting some steel production going, and also where hopefully we'll be able to start pulling together our clothing industry up here, get this pipeline finished down here. Is it finished? Yeah, I mean, these guys have put the pipeline together to here. That means what on earth is that? Oh, that's the chemical plant I just put together. As one final look at this. See, this is building up now, because we're probably pulling in more sewage from here. Yeah, this guy's drawing the water from there. See, he's drawing 50 from there. He's drawing 49. These guys are drawing zilch. So this is filling up quite bad heavily, and this one's kind of glowing in the dark. Anyway, this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.